The Hilltop Glove Podcast is sponsored by Mid-Carolina Service Company.
Mid-Carolina Service Company is the first name to search for your residential or commercial HVAC needs in Lexington and surrounding areas.
Just go holler at Jason and Clint. They'll hook you up on the air conditioners, on the restaurant equipment, refrigerators, refrigeration, ice machine repair. They've been doing this for years. I know them cats forever.
Family owned and operated since 2006, they pride themselves in their quality work and customer relationships. Call 803-356-4153 or visit midcarolinaserviceco.com for a no obligation quote for service today.
The Hilltop Glove Podcast is sponsored by True Brilliance Entertainment.
True Brilliance is a production, promotions, and management company dedicated to connecting artists and producers across the Carolinas to music industry professionals.
Several of their clients have placements both domestic and internationally as a result of their services.
Are you an artist or producer looking to build meaningful relationships within the music industry? Then True Brilliance is for you. Check them out at paramilitary.com. That's spelled P-A-I-R-A military.com.
Welcome to the Hilltop Glove Podcast.
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 The Hilltop Glove Podcast.
Welcome back to another episode of the Hilltop Glove Podcast. Today, we're thrilled to be having a conversation with Justin Wages. I'm the dynamic co-founder of Don Luchi Prosecco. Justin, along with David Kinloch and Andre Grundy, are on a mission to create a bright and bubbly future in the world of food and wine. The name Don transcends its title. It's a beacon of respect, authority, and refined presence. Meanwhile, Luchi conjures the energy of joy, grace under pressure, and an unforgettable presence that transforms a simple toast into a memorable moment. Don Luchi is more than just a beverage. It's a celebration of rising with grace, honoring your roots while savoring the journey ahead. Every time you open a bottle of Don Luchi, you're not just celebrating the moment, you're stepping into a legacy of elegance, resilience, and excellence. For now, their focus is on sharing their love for wine with consumers, educating them about grapes, I guess it's varietals. Is that the correct? Okay.
Yeah, that's right.
Varietals. Okay. And regions. And I got to learn a lot about this too, about the regions too. So I got some dope questions about that for you as well. All while continuing their journey of learning. Don Luchi Prosecco is available at retail havens like Bottles and Micky Finn's across the state, and it's a celebrated choice at Charleston's finest restaurants and wine bars, such as Graft, shout out to our friend Femi, and Sorelle. Stay tuned as we dive into the fascinating world of wine and dining with the trailblazing team at Don Luchi. How are you doing today?
I'm good, man. Can't complain at all. How you doing?
Doing good.
Yeah, doing well.
Awesome. So, I know prior to sitting down and recording, I know we got to chat a little bit before. And so it's neat because, sometimes you talk to people, you don't realize how many connections you have. So it's like, I feel like I already kind of know you already.
Right.
There's some of the mutual connections we have. But with that said, could you just tell us a little bit about your background and how you got to where you're at?
Man, that's a great question. Background. Sometimes I forgot I've been here 36 years. No, I'm born and raised Charleston, South Carolina.
Okay.
Started off in West Ashley, if y'all familiar. Yeah, west side of Charleston. Ended up moving to Goose Creek, Stratford High School. Always had the entrepreneurial spirit. I grew up in watching my uncles. I got 14 uncles, so they always were into something.
Wow.
They were landscapers, mechanics, whatever. They always owned their own stuff. And I was just always inspired by that. And I always thought that's how it should be. Yeah. I should have my own thing. So I'm really big into ownership. After that, I was big into football, so I played football at Stratford High School. Ended up going to Benedict College. Things didn't pan out how I wanted them to. Ended up coming back down to Charleston. Okay. And went to art school.
Oh.
Took a complete left turn, right?
Okay.
So I was going to art school actually to do sound engineering. I was making beats. Okay. So a lot of local artists down here, they'll tell you, it's pretty sort of like a hidden legend. I used to make a lot of beats for I made beats for like Molly Marr.
Okay.
I did Primetime and Digger's album covers.
Oh,
like I made all that kind of stuff. A lot of people don't know that's like hidden little secret. So I was going to school to do sound engineering. I wanted to be a producer. At the time, I got into some situations I couldn't. I needed to go to Atlanta to do it. Charleston had its own art school, but they didn't have sound engineering.
Yep.
So they told me, wait a year, we'll have it. So I chose graphic design. So I learned Photoshop, Illustrator. Never got sound engineering.
Oh.
I just sort of stuck with graphics. But I mean, thank God I did, because I wouldn't have been where I am now if I didn't learn the graphic side of things.
Exactly.
Yeah, so after that, I got out of school, sort of left school early. I'm just not the school type, man. I'm over it. I started selling insurance, awkwardly enough, right? I've been in all kind of fields, man.
Yeah.
Got my license, started selling insurance. Then after that, I started my own clothing brand, which was a Luchi Royale.
Okay.
Was the first brand. Then Dope and Rare came after that, and I still have Dope and Rare. We just celebrated our 10-year anniversary last Wednesday.
Oh, congrats.
So that became a lifestyle brand. And our newest project is Don Luchi Wines now. It was Don Luchi Prosecco. We just switched the wines because we got some big announcements coming soon. But I might be able to tell y'all a little something. I don't know.
All right. Excellent. Yeah. Well, one of the things I got to ask is, one thing I just learned, I didn't know, so I have a background in music. So we actually both have a background in music, especially music production. And one of the things I find very interesting about it is, and this is just like tons of people that we know, there's always, not that we lose passion for music, but it easily translates into something else on the creative side, especially when it comes to the visual side, because it seems like that's something that's always missing us. We hear stuff, we hear what we like, we know it sounds good, but that's not enough. Eventually, it's okay, so what else do I need to create around the sound, right? I need an image around it. I need to learn the importance of those visuals too in the company with that. And that goes into marketing and all that. Is that something similar that you kind of went through with your interest in graphic design?
Absolutely, because I feel like visuals go with music, right? Mm-hmm. So that's why I always appreciate a good music video. Mm-hmm. People that put the time and effort into creating something. AI is perfect now because you can create all kind of crazy stuff to go with the music. And then I sort of lost a passion for it at some point too, because just life hit you. Tried to get back into it. It just didn't hit the same. Yeah. I got back into Fruity Loops and I'm like, it don't even sound right anymore. I'm like, I'm seeing all these new MIDI keyboards and I'm like, I got to buy all of this I'm like, nah.
Oh, yeah.
So, I left that alone. But most definitely the visuals. I think visuals go with everything, man. Being able to tell your story or what you want people to know at that given moment.
Yeah. Excellent. And I guess with that said, so how did that transition? How did you get into wine?
Yeah, how did
that work?
Yeah, you're going from graphics to wine.
No, you got those insurance in between too.
Right. Well, lifestyle brand, I suppose. Yeah.
We do a little bit of everything, man. So the story is we started with a beer. We had a beer idea like 15 years ago. Never moved on it. Never knew how to.
Okay.
There was me, Andre, and a good friend of ours, Josh Lytle. He's in the Navy. He's stationed out in Norfolk. We just never moved on it. We thought it was funny. We wanted, because we drank a lot of beer. We was like, man, we need to have our own beer. So pandemic came around. This is right before the pandemic hit. All the fellas, it's like 10 of us. We're at my house. We want to start a business together. We all love beer. We're like, let's do a brewery. South Carolina has no black-owned breweries. So we're like, man, we can be the first. So out there in the Nexton area, we're looking at land. We're learning how to brew beer. Andre's in his kitchen brewing beer. We're doing the whole nine like for a year. We're getting ready to try to buy this land, build a building. Pandemic hits. We're like, oh, pivot. We shouldn't be doing this right now.
Yeah.
So eventually all that sort of just deteriorated. The pandemic hit. Of course, we know what happened with that.
Yeah.
And we just pivoted. So at that point, we pivoted to contract brewing, which is another option. We don't have to own anything. We're playing the middleman again.
Okay.
So we had a buddy that owns a brewery downtown Charleston. We reached out to him and we said, we want to make a beer. He's like, let's do it.
Okay.
So we came out with a peach wheat. It was amazing to us, right? And I told her, this is when we started learning the legal stuff in South Carolina. You got to have distribution, you need licenses, all this kind of stuff. And we tried to get a distributor.
Okay.
No luck, man. For like a year, we struggled. No callbacks. I'll call you back next month. We're not interested. It's just like, damn, what the hell's going on?
Yeah.
Like, why we can't get this thing rolling?
Yeah.
in that meantime, we always was big champagne drinkers.
Yeah.
We like to celebrate. We like to celebrate small wins, big wins.
Yeah.
Everywhere we go, we was popping bottles. This was the wave when everybody sort of coming in to tequila, getting off the brown, everybody switching over to the tequila.
Yeah.
I was still drinking champagne with dinner.
Yeah.
That was my go-to. So just one day something hit me. I think I was with a friend and I just looked at the bottle. I'm like, damn, why we don't own anything in this big? How hard is it to own a sparkling wine brand, a wine, just wine in general? Because growing up, you look at wine as, I always looked at it as sort of a snobbish thing or uppity. You got to make this certain amount of money.
Yeah, have the right grapes and the right weather and all this.
I'm like, I don't know none of that. I'm like, but something hit me. It was just like, man, there's an opportunity here somewhere. There's an opportunity. We're buying all these other brands that we don't know who owns it and does all that. I'm like, why can't we have our own brand? Yeah. So I did my background research before I even told the fellas.
Okay.
So I remember we were at happy hour one day and I said, hey, let's pivot. We need to pivot. We all were down that day because we were like, man, we still can't pick up distribution.
Okay.
And I'm like, man, let's do some wine. And they all looked at me like, hell no. It was like, wine? We don't know nothing about. I'm like, man, we can learn. I'm like, we knew nothing about beer. I said, man, we can learn. I said, it might be a little bit overwhelming, but I think we can learn this thing. I said, I done did half of the work for you. Look, I sort of had the numbers. I had things just laid out already. They were like, damn. All right, what's the next step? And I was like, all right, I need y'all to help me with this, the next step. And from that point, we reached out to California about the sparkling wine. We were just set on bubbles in general. I didn't want to get into the reds and the whites, the still wines. It was there's just so many. We just wanted to focus on celebration, bringing good vibe. So reached out to California. Sparkling wine just didn't ring right. California sparkling wine. I know there's big brands out there, but it just doesn't give a ring to it. Yeah. Reached out to some connects we had in France, gate kept. Yeah, they were like, one guy, he was like, yeah, call me back in a year. I'm like, man, we don't got a year. I don't know what life's going to look like in a year. Yeah. You might not feel the same way in a year.
Yeah, it's true.
Then we started dabbling around in Italy. This is when I really was introduced to Prosecco and learned about it. I knew of Prosecco. A lot of people know they call Prosecco champagne. I think it's all just bubbles. This is when I started to learn, there's a big difference. A whole nother country, a whole nother process. So I started reaching out to some vineyards there. We had sort of a connect there also, so I just pitched what I wanted to do here in the States. And we got an email back like, let's do it. I love it. I'm for real? And I'm like, this just got real. Yeah. The next step is we talked with them. A lot of people don't know that took like a year because, again, you got to get certain licenses. Okay. And with us, we wanted to have as much ownership in this as we could, right? Okay. So we own our import company. We own the brand. And everything's ours. Like nobody imports for us. We warehouse ourselves, everything.
So you're not just like a brand ambassador?
No. Okay. No, we own the entire brand. Yeah, it's a beautiful thing. A lot of people don't do that, right?
Yeah, that's a big deal.
After that, where was I at? I was train of thought. Yeah, we spoke with them for like a year. We worked out the numbers, worked out the system. Then I told the guys, I'm like, we got to go to Italy. Okay. There's no way I can cut a check for this amount and we don't meet these people. And they probably should meet us too. Yeah. So we go to Italy. Our first time was last March. Went to Italy. Man, that was one of the most nerve-wracking trips ever because I got my two brothers with me. And I don't know where we going at. I don't know where we going to meet. We might get kidnapped. I don't know what's happening. But I told them.
Oh, real quick. Can you tell our audience, which region of Italy did you go to?
So Venice. So about an hour and a half outside of Venice. Our wine is produced in Val d'Obiadene. Very exclusive region, certain type of grape. Still a Glera grape, but the type of soil, the way the sun hits it, it's all just a premium version of Prosecco. So right outside.
So you have done your research.
Oh yeah. We have to now. We got right now. We flew into Venice. The next morning, a black car comes and picks us up. Okay. We drive like an hour and a half out. Our driver barely speaks English. We're like, I don't know what the hell we got. But our connect at the vineyard, he's texting me. He's like, yeah, we'll see you in a little bit. We get there. We sit down with the family. We start talking. They don't speak English, so the translator. And that was really the start of our journey. And when we walked in, that was my first time actually seeing the bottle. Okay. I designed the actual label. Oh, okay. So I never seen it on a bottle until we walked in that office. And I didn't notice it at first. I saw some bottles on the table. I'm like, yeah. Then I sat down. I'm like, oh. This is ours.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, we really did it. So that was one of my moments where I'm like, oh, we actually have a product. So that first trip was just meeting the family, getting acquainted with each other, seeing the facility. We shot a lot of content there. We went to the vineyards. We spent like the whole day with them. They took us, they treated us extremely well. Took us out to eat, took us to dinner. We came back, spent a little bit more time in Venice, then we were back. And we launched June 2024.
Oh, wow.
It was crazy. Our timeline was so off. My goal in my head was May.
Yeah.
And it ended up being the end of June. And we just had to, we dealt with it. We did an event that sold out in 2 hours and nobody even tasted the product yet.
Wow.
We were like, damn, I hope it tastes good to y'all.
Man, that's incredible.
So then 4 weeks we sold out, had to go back to Italy to talk about expanding now. So now we have proof of concept.
Okay.
It works. People like it. Now let's focus on growing the brand. And I went out there last August, talk about expanding. Now we go once a year, check on the family, they check on us. We make sure we're all on the same page. We talk about our yearly growth plan, what they need from us, what we need from them. And here we are.
Wow.
Yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful.
That's really cool, man.
That's dope. That's dope. So, I didn't know there was a difference between in sparkling wines.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what's the difference?
Talk a little bit about that.
So champagne and Prosecco, man, we battle this every day, all day. Everybody texts me, man, I love your champagne. I'm like, all right, thank you. It's Prosecco though. Because champagne was always looked at as that celebratory drink. Prosecco in Italy is everyday drinker.
Okay.
You get home, you drink Prosecco every single day. So the main difference is I tell people there's three. The first one is country of origin. Champagne can only come from Champagne, France. Prosecco comes from basically Prosecco, Italy. It was renamed. But the Veneto region in Italy, northeast Italy, that's the main difference. Second is the grapes. Prosecco can only be made out of a Glera grape, one type. Champagne, 3 different types of grapes. It's a Pinot Noir. I forget the other one. I don't really focus on champagne. Focus on Prosecco.
Yeah.
But it's a mix. You can do a mixture of all those 3 grapes. But that's where you get champagne. And then the method. Champagne is fermented in the bottle. So it's fermented in the tank, then in the bottle. This is how you get the vintage and whatnot. This is why the price point is also higher. Prosecco is fermented in the tank twice. So it's a little bit cheaper, right? And this is why with Prosecco, we always tell people, don't hold on to it. People like I'm going to save it 5 years. I'm like, nah, you got to drink it fresh. It's one of those bottles, when you get it, drink it.
Okay. But
shelf life on it is 2 years. But our rosé is vintage. That's 2023 there because it's mixed with Pinot Noir. 85% Glera, 15% Pinot Noir. So those are the main differences. Okay. Champagne, Prosecco. And like I said, we battle it every day. Some days I'm just like, yeah, man, our champagne's amazing. I don't even worry about it. I'm like, if you want to call it champagne, it's champagne. Just let me know what you think. It's good? Perfect.
So with that said, one of the things I got to ask, and I think when it comes to when you have conversations about entrepreneurship, people always talk about, of course, whatever product or service that you have to offer. But a lot of times we don't really talk about the creative aspect of it or the storytelling aspect, because in order for someone to value your product or service, in order to purchase it, there has to be a compelling story behind it.
Right.
So how did you go about crafting that story?
Man, about this project, what was big for us that we didn't do in our other projects is hire a marketing team. Like really get professionals behind it. So we hooked up with Dream Seed, ran by Jessica Boyd. Shout out to Jessica. She was phenomenal.
Show too. Yeah.
Us working together has been like magical. She's probably one of the only people I can have a vision or thought in my head and she can create it some kind of way for me. And I'm like, oh, that's perfect. Everybody else always gets it. They want me to adjust to what they see. And I'm like, that's not what I saw. Yeah. So the marketing, I think when we launched, the way we did it was beautiful also. We just didn't come out and say, hey, we got a Prosecco brand. We released these slow videos just giving hints about what's happening, right? Yeah. And people just got curious. So we love what our things that we do is leave people curious. What's next? What are they talking about? What are they trying to show us? Just leaving you on the edge of your seat, something to look forward to. Yeah. So, that just plays a huge part in building a brand, building the community, the marketing, how you present it. Because, the product speaks for itself, right? And then you got a lot of brands out here that have great marketing, great storytelling, and the product ain't good. but you just know you love the story so much. It's like you still buy,
yes,
right, mess with them. Right?
Yeah,
There's a bunch of brands out here that do that, and I think with us it's special because we have a great product and we have a great story. Like I said, we're the first black-owned Prosecco brand in South Carolina, North Carolina. Yeah. You don't hear people flying out to Italy, meeting with a vineyard and importing it back. It's just something that doesn't happen every day. So I think our story and the way we tell it is pretty cool.
Absolutely. So what's next for y'all?
Man, one of the things we don't like to tell people what's next.
That's a good role, though. Yeah.
I can tell you what we do have in the works, because when would this release?
So this one will be on December. So this will be a couple weeks, about a month from now.
So I can tell you this one. Online shipping is about to happen.
Okay. Oh, nice.
It's just tough. It was tough.
Yes, it is a huge logistical nightmare.
Yeah. It's something we don't have to handle, but the laws that are in South Carolina, you sort of got to pivot around things. So that's one of our biggest things we've been gearing up for. We've been trying since last year because we know there's so many people around the country that email and call us. Yeah. Can we get a bottle? I'm like, I can't do anything. You gotta, you come to SC, come get one. Yeah. So now that we have the ability to, or somebody else ships it, we can't ship under South Carolina law. We can't.
Really? So, that's so weird.
Yeah, South Carolina has that 3 tiers.
Right. Gotta keep it all.
We consider producer, wholesalers, and importers. We can't be retail also. Some retail can ship, but we can't. So.
Okay.
We'd rather be in those 2 tiers anyway.
Right.
But somebody else can handle it for us and has to be in another state. So we finally got all that figured out. That was a nightmare. Like we say, we like to pivot. Yeah. Whatever obstacle we run into, we just pivot. Yeah. And we finally got this to work. Took a year, but finally that'll probably open up a whole nother stream of revenue for us, which we're looking forward to.
Okay.
So that's what's next. Other than that, maybe another wine.
Sure. Yeah.
Cool. Something next year, something special.
So next question I got. So, of course, like I said, when it comes to marketing, of course, and the business, everything looks good on the outside, obviously. But what does day-to-day look like for you and your team? Man. Like, what does a Tuesday look like?
So, we just got back from Italy in September, right? And, when we talk with marketing and when I talk to just people in the community, they're like, man, we want to know what it's like behind the scenes. Like, what do y'all really have to? We just see all the pictures.
Yeah.
They're like, what's it really like? I'm like, it's tough. Yeah. It's really tough pushing this brand. So we started doing a lot of behind the scenes content now. I bought a little DJI, whatever, little camera. Yeah. We did a lot of behind the scenes in Italy, and now we do it here when we have an event. We show people behind the scenes. I'm like, we outside every day pushing our brand. So typical, meetings. Like I told the fellas, I've never been on so many Google Meet, Zoom, whatever it is, in my life.
All of them.
I'm like, oh my goodness, it's like every day we got one.
Yeah.
And it's like trying to remember. I've never used Google Calendar so much in my life now. Yeah. The whole Google suite. Like I need a sponsorship because we use everything. It's a lot, but it's nothing. We asked for it. This is what we asked for.
Right.
It could be the other way. It could be super slow and nothing's going on.
Could be doing it for somebody else.
Yeah. Yeah. So we're definitely blessed to be in the position we're in, and people support us, and we actually have a good product. But behind the scenes, it's a lot. We run into a lot of issues people don't see, and we make it look good at the end of the day. Yeah. Like our Italy trip fell apart, and a lot of people don't know that. But we just pivoted and we made the best out of the situation. Yeah. Mm-hmm. A lot of things fall apart around us, logistic-wise, getting product from Italy to Charleston. Yeah. So many things can happen. And you just sitting there like, oh, my goodness, please. Mm-hmm. Like the other day, we got wood, so I can knock on something. Some containers fell off a ship in Los Angeles, and I'm like, oh, that's got to be our biggest nightmare. Like, I'm like, what if I don't even want to think about that. So it's like so many things that go on that happen, from logistics to just the business in general, to working with Italy, to keeping up to date with your licenses, the money, just...
Yeah. Tariffs.
Yes. Tariffs. Tell me about it, man. Again, we just adjust. We pivot, we adjust, then we keep going.
Man, so what is it like having to, I guess, because your customer is, of course, consumers, right? The people who want to drink, right? Who want to drink Prosecco, right? But it doesn't end there. Really, it's about connecting with those restaurants, those bars. What is it like having to build relationships with those bars, restaurants?
So our brand, we have a product, but we always say we're community first.
Okay.
We do like to build with our community.
Okay.
And that's why we sponsor a lot of events. We just did the Red Cross sickle cell event.
Okay.
There's a Heart Foundation gala tonight on James Island. We sponsor. We always want to be a part of our community. So when we're building those relationships with these bars and restaurants, thank God. What's funny, during the pandemic, we used to throw these house parties, right?
Okay.
We used to rent out these Airbnbs downtown. Yeah. So all the industry people, they'd get off early.
Yeah.
Like restaurants was.
Yeah.
We throw parties for them. Uh-huh. So we met so many people in the industry. So when we started this, we already had our foot in the door a little bit. We were calling in a lot of favors. We were like, hey, you still work at, such and such over here. Can you connect us? And a lot of it, some of the cold calling stuff, I mean, it's cool. We're all three of us, we're charismatic. We got confidence. We can walk in any room and take a look at this. Do a tasting, whatever. So some people it's easy to build that relationship with. Yeah. Some others, you got to come see them like 10 times.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Before they actually budge. Some that first time is like, boom, they're there. Some of the bigger, for us, man, just knowing somebody helps. Somebody just say, hey, man, I got a guy, one of my friends, got this brand, they want to come talk to you.
Yeah.
Cool. Like some of the big restaurants like Sorelle, downtown Charleston, which is one of my favorite Italian spots. Just having that connection to the Psalm there.
Yeah.
Helped us get in there. Legami, another really dope Italian spot. The owners, we were introduced to them through some friends, really cool brothers. That connection helped us get in there, and they wanted to support local. So, it's really big. You really got to build that relationship. You got to come to that bar, that restaurant, spend a little money sometimes, support the cause. And then we send business there.
Okay.
One thing we do with an account is if you pick us up, we announce that you picked us up.
Okay.
And some people may not know about you. And then they learn about you through us posting you, right? So it's like an exchange, You rub my back, I rub yours, sort of. So I think it's very important. Community is important. Yeah.
Sounds you've got a really good vision for what parts of it you want to own and maintain and what parts of it you want to outsource and allow somebody else to do. It seems like it's such a wide scope of what is needed to maintain that brand.
Yeah, I think we highlight what we're good at. We don't try to get great at stuff we're good at. Right? So we're just good at something like marketing. We're like, we can do it.
Right.
But can we do it at the highest level we possibly can? No, we couldn't.
Right.
We need to get somebody else to do it.
Right.
And it takes up too much time. So we really focus on things that we're great at. What are we great at as a group? And then we sort of attack that. And then the other stuff, we just get people to do it for us, right?
Yeah, that's the way you got to do it.
So everything can be like A1 across the board.
Exactly. That's awesome. It seems like, from what I gather, just from time talking, especially the people that we have in common, you definitely seem like somebody that, like you said, you can walk into any room and you can talk to anybody from any walk of life and you can still relate to them.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I think that's really key with, especially in the business sense, with being able to build that rapport to be able to be successful. And I think a lot of times when people have products or services, we don't realize that there has to be a personality associated with it.
Most definitely.
And I think you mentioned that earlier, just if you, like your product, you don't necessarily got to have the best product, but if you can, it's about that story, being able to connect and being personable, that can get you to make you successful. And I think that's the dopest thing about it.
Definitely in the beverage space too, because it's like all of them are an image thing. It's all like the difference between Dom Perignon and it's all an image.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. So with that said, what's your favorite dish to eat with Don Luchi?
Oh man,
because of course that's what that's what it's made for, is to be accompanied with meals.
Lately, man, I'm born and raised in Charleston, man. So blue crabs. I get a pan, I get a dozen of blue crabs, and I can pop the rosé. Best night ever. Other than that, your typical pot, like in Italy, oh my God, the pasta over there is...
It's a different animal.
Oh man. You don't even feel it after you're done eating. You just feel, you can get up and still walk 10 miles down the street and you're fine. Other than that, I eat everything with it. Really the low country, red rice, fried fish, with oysters too. Oh man. Yeah, we did an oyster event with Pearls. We did a partnership with them. We did a Prosecco and Pearls.
Oh,
and that was great. So it was like oysters all day.
Yeah.
And you get a bottle with it.
Yeah.
So oysters, I'm a connoisseur. So that's one of my things.
Cool. Yeah, that's really dope. Like I said, because I know I'm looking forward to checking it out. Because like I said, I think a lot of times when we think, especially beverage, especially when we think about things like wine, right? When I talk about champagne, or Prosecco, or sparkling, people don't really talk about sparkling when it comes to meals. It's usually other wines that we usually talk about, right? When it comes to table wine, and so it's really neat. And so I'm kind of curious myself, just what the experience, is the difference is between having something like a Prosecco more on the sparkling side versus more your traditional.
Just say it's more of an Italian thing.
Yeah,
man.
It is. It is, man. I mean, over there, every restaurant is Prosecco everywhere. It's just an everyday drink. It's just that's your go-to. Yeah. So it's ours now too. So it's just after a long day, pour you up a nice cold glass. Nothing better than it.
And I know earlier we were chatting about this, and it seems like that'd be such a great combination with brunches too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
So we used to get a little agitated when people used to mix it with orange juice. You don't cut our stuff.
Yeah.
Get some Andres for that.
Like, that's how it is.
Yeah.
I mean, you go get that other stuff out the grocery store, but this is no. But eventually now, whatever the consumer wants to do, it's your bottle. Yeah. If you want to put pineapple on, whatever, and it tastes even better. It tastes when you mix with. I'm not gonna say the other brands, but you mix orange juice with them other brands.
Yeah,
you try ours with orange, you're like, that's
better.
World of
Got you. Yeah.
You can just taste the difference in it. So brunch is really big. Like I said, we're moving up in Charlotte right now, and they have a huge brunch scene that we're about to be a part of. I think we're about to get in some of these spots our own Sundays, Don Luchi Sundays. Look out for that.
Okay,
that's nice. Coming up. I can tell you that's coming
absolutely.
up. Okay. I think it starts in December. We'll check back when we go back in November. But yeah, we'll be a big brunch item. Like I said, the Italian wine, man, we're popular in all spaces though. There are nightclubs that use us as bottle service.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're big in the bottle service space, because I think we're getting to the point too. Everybody, when you're going out, you don't want to spend all that money. Right?
Yeah.
Everybody's getting sections, and it's just so expensive to get this bottle and that bottle. Why not have something that doesn't break the bank and it tastes good?
Yeah, facts.
So we're bottle.
That's the way I like to drink.
Yeah.
That's
so we're bottle service now, man. Yeah, they got sparklers, all that. We got signs, all kinds of stuff. So we're on white tablecloth, we're in clubs, we're at cookouts.
Yeah.
We're everywhere. We're in red solo cups. Just every crevice, man, it just works. Whatever your luxury is.
Yeah. And that's awesome. That's really beautiful, man. That's really beautiful. Like I said, just hearing the story and then the journey. Because when I was doing the research, and I was like, well, because of course I just went Google, what's Prosecco from? And then you know how you do the search and it brings down the rabbit hole. I was like, this is going to be really interesting just hearing how you guys got, especially like I said, northeastern Italy, right? And there's just so much, of course there's a lot of history in that area as well and stuff. So it's just neat. And I just said, because for the longest time, I've always known about Prosecco. But I didn't know what the difference was.
Yeah, me neither. Yeah.
I didn't know it was different countries. I didn't know any of that. I didn't know it was different grapes. And I think, to be honest with you, probably about maybe last year, I didn't realize how much of a difference there are in grapes. And this is what I found out from a friend of ours, mutual friend of ours, how much of a difference there is when it comes to that. So it's just always great just getting the history behind those things are made. So we appreciate you for that. But with that said, I do got one more question for you.
Okay.
Man, because you're doing so much stuff. Right? Where do you find time to find balance, if there is balance?
Man, we always say that we don't think there really is balance. I think it's just pockets of sort of, like I sort of know when I'm like almost burnt out and I gotta like I told you, we were in Charlotte the past 5 weekends. Like for us, that's just something we know we have to do if we're gonna grow the brand. But then we also understood, like, when we got back, we're like, all right, we're going to take a couple weeks off now. I'm going to sit at home on the weekend and let's relax for a second. Yeah. We got it rolling, then we'll go back up there and make sure we light the fire then. Yeah. So sometimes I don't know. I'm thankful I got people in my corner that sometimes they're like, hey, go chill out for a little bit. Like, you burnt out, man. So, because I'll keep going. I'll just keep going because we got a million things happening all the time. But we sort of know now, older I get, your body tells you to. Yeah. Your body's like, you got to sit down, hang out for a little bit, go get some sleep, take a day off. So we fit that in there. I did a little bit of that yesterday. I'm going to do a little bit today. And then we back rolling tomorrow. We 7 days a week, man. We do something towards the business every single day.
Okay.
Whether if it's on computer, we're doing something.
Yeah, of course.
But yes, you gotta find. You can't do anything without your body. You know,
it's true.
So, and then we're working out. We're all working out now. Just talking about health because we're all getting older.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm the youngest one in the group, so.
Okay. It's different, man, when you hit that other side of 35.
Yeah, man, listen.
Oh, Lord. Yep.
Yeah, man, my hip was hurting this morning. I was like, my hip.
Yeah, the cold weather comes in and all the old injuries start aching and stuff.
Man, listen,
Oh, Lord.
I was stretching. I was like, the last time I just sat down and stretched for 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, man, ain't no way.
Man. So to it, man. Especially, man, I remember just back in the day. I remember when Friday night would hit. It seemed like it'd be like when 10, 30, when 11, 12 o'clock hit, you could stay up until at least 4 or 5.
Yeah, 10 o'clock is when you started.
Yeah.
You didn't want to go anywhere until 10 o'clock.
That's it. Now?
Shoot.
Man, please.
Oh, man, I love to get into bed now.
That's what I'm saying, man. It hit different, man. I sit there, put on old TV from old TV shows and stuff. I go up there, what I used to watch on Pluto.
Okay.
Yeah, you know, Pluto.
Watch the old stuff.
Yeah, old stuff. I watch the most random stuff. So I was watching In the Heat of the Night, so I started watching that.
Lord.
So I go back to binge on that. Man, I sit there just watch me. You know, old folks, you talk about letting the TV watch them.
Yeah.
Now the TV watches me.
Yeah, all the time for me, man.
Man.
I'm the type, as soon as I lay down, I'm out. There's no in between.
Now I am. God. Didn't used to be that way. But I imagine, too, with a brand where you're out there, you know, partying is part of the connection with the clients. And
man, we have our ways now of how we handle that.
Yeah.
So we just did an opening for a club in Charlotte. We were part of their grand opening. We just sort of know how to, we be in and out.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
We give you a solid hour. Bottles coming, sparkling, hey, we having a great time. And then, boop, boop. All right. I was straight to the hotel. I'm like, I'm done.
You got to. Yeah, that
so
makes sense.
We sort of know how to maneuver it now. We just not out there for the 4 hours, 3 hours just partying. I can't handle it. But eventually, hopefully, we get some reps and people on the team, and they can go do all that all they want. You know, we'll send them to every spot. Just make sure everybody have a good time.
Yeah, excellent. So with that said, man, as we're wrapping up, one of the things I did want to ask is if anybody was interested in learning more about Don Luchi and, of course, trying Don Luchi, how would they go about doing that?
Man, so the great thing about websites, man, people don't click on them no more. But we do have a dope website. It's called DonLuchiWines.com. Our Instagram is also Don Luchi Wines, where you can learn about our upcoming events, learn about our process, learn all kind of stuff about us. We've got a tab on our website called Vibes, and it's playlists we curate. If you got something going on at the house, you bought some bottles, you can turn that on and just jam out.
Nice.
You know? So we like to, like we say, we like to create the experience and just bring you something new and something different. So DonLuchiWines.com, that'll have our store locator on it for North Carolina, South Carolina, Tennessee. You type in your address, it'll show you what store is closest to you, what restaurant, what bar, whatever. And then online shipping will hit November 3rd, man. So that'll be click and ship. And our merch is coming. We got a lot of cool merch. They've been begging me for those candles we dropped at our anniversary. That's coming.
Okay, cool.
They've been begging for those candles. So we actually take our bottles and cut them down, get them filled, so we reuse our bottles.
Oh,
nice.
So that's a job in its own. So, and then we got a lot of cool merch coming. Everybody's been asking for merch, so definitely look out for that. That's going to be, knowing that I already designed clothing, it's going to be, I've been in the kitchen on this one. You know?
All right.
Nice.
So,
now, I'm going to step back real quick. Now, these candles that you're talking about, are these soy candles?
Man, that's a great question. Yeah.
The reason why I'm a candle person. I love candles.
I am too, man. So we partner with Charleston Candle Co.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, shout out to them for taking care of us. So we partner with them. I don't remember because I don't take them down there to get filled, but you know, me and some other friends made some connections with them.
Okay, cool.
I want to say yeah.
Okay, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I think they are soy.
What's the deal with soy candles?
So, when it comes to because you have your synthetic candles,
right? Your paraffins and things.
Paraffins.
Yeah.
Supposedly they're healthier for you because they're natural.
Oh, because it doesn't put all them paraffins in the air. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that was something my wife put me on to. And then also shout out to our homeboy, Danny Foxworth, too. He has a whole podcast where he talks about candles called Wicked Good Time. It's nice. Real dope, too. But we're real huge on candles in our house. So my wife, we're real huge on candles.
I love candles, man.
So you definitely have some customers, even on that candle end, because we could buy some candles.
Oh, they smell amazing, too. People are going nuts over them candles. All right. So, hey, shout out to my fellas, man. Shout out to David and Andre. You know, we here holding it down. We like to call it divide and conquer.
Excellent.
You know, we it's hard to get us all three together, but we always divide and conquer. We be all over the place. So shout out to my guys. And just shout out to everybody that's been supporting us through this journey. Like I said, we only been out a year and 5 months now.
Yeah, congratulations on that. That is really hard to get a brand up and running, and especially an import, like that's a major accomplishment.
Yeah.
Yeah, I tell people it took 2 to 3 years to actually get it up and going, then to launch it. And everybody always says the first year is the hardest. I'm like, nah. I'm like, man, you gotta surpass what you just did the first year.
Yeah.
Like, we had a great first year. Now you have to maintain that.
Right.
And keep going. I'm like, first year should be easy because you trying to, you can make these mistakes and sort of.
Yeah.
I'm like, older you get, older we get, we can't make certain mistakes,
that's
right?
It. It's like, time for
we got to get better every year now.
Yeah.
So, coming into year 2, learning the wine calendar. There's a wine calendar.
Really?
Like wine events across the country you got to be familiar with. Certain like National Prosecco Day, National Rosé Day. It's like, it's all kind of stuff you got to. That's why I'm just thankful for the people we've connected with that have taught us willingly without charging us.
Yeah.
Community.
Yes, community.
Community, building the community. We're big on that. So, I appreciate y'all for having
me. Thanks for coming on.
Thank you.
It's always an honor to have people on. We're still, I don't know, sometimes people come in and there's lights and cameras and everything, but it still feels very small and organic to us.
Yeah.
And it's always an honor to have people on. And while I'm talking about it, shout out to the studio, Link Studio down in Somerville, for having us. They've got a lot of nice spaces. It's available on
Peerspace. Yep, Peerspace. So if you have, like I said, if you want to do, like I said, one-on-one YouTube style stuff, or you want to do a conversation like this, you can rent the space out about an hour. And like I said, it is on Peerspace, so we'll have that information in the descriptor as well. And other than that, social media, yes. Yeah, he dropped the socials.
What's your socials?
All right. Yeah,
I got to edit all that out. Sorry about that. What's your socials?
When we look at okay. On Instagram, it is Don Luchi Wines, DonLuchiWines. Facebook, we're Don Luchi Wines. Are we on TikTok? We a little older, so we don't. We gonna get on TikTok. We gotta get on TikTok because I can't learn no more apps, man. I'm just there's too much happening. And YouTube channel, I think it's official Don Luchi, but everything will be Don Luchi Wines. Like I just said, we just did the name change, so. Follow us. We do a lot of events. People say we're a wine brand, but we do a lot of events for the community, from food events to, we got an annual oyster roast that we're doing now. We got a rosé weekend that we did in March. Our annual 1-year anniversary we call the Ruby Black Tie event we just had in June. So we love bringing the community together. We love people dressing up and just having a good time and relaxing for a little bit. We want to take the weight off your shoulders for a little bit. Come party with us. Come relax with us. Have a good time. We just did movie night at Terrace Theater. We went out a movie theater and we showed The Wood.
Oh, nice.
Awesome. So we did, it's called Throwback Theater. We do throwback movies once a month over there. So just different things, man, to bring the community together, meet new people, and enjoy the best Prosecco in the country right now. In the world.
Awesome.
In the world.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Awesome. With that said, Skip, this is Mike.
I'm Mike.
And we've been here with
Justin Wages and Don Luchi.
That's it. Hilltop Glove Podcast. See you guys next time. Until then.
Tell somebody you love them.
Peace.
Peace.
The Hilltop Glove Podcast.